What do you do when you're not getting leads from the geographic areas that you're wanting to get those leads from? My name's Carl with the Remodeling Marketing Team, and if you haven't scheduled a strategy session with me, you can do that at the link below this video. What I've got for you on the screen here is an actual Google Map ranking overview for a company that's based in Derby, Kansas, but their primary service area is Wichita, Kansas. And so you can see what's happening on this map. As long as you're in the Derby area, or you're south or a little bit east of them, you're going to rank number 1, 2, or 3 on the map for the particular term that we're tracking. But if you start to go north into the population center, they are only ranking at number 7, 8, or 9 throughout that metropolitan area. And so what happens is you've got to find ways to penetrate that area, because on your map listing, the map is going to look more for what's local. So what we have to do is we've got to create additional content organically that lets the search engine know that this company is a viable option for people up in this part of the map, even though their office is located here. And so a couple things we want to do. We want to write good content that is location specific to each of these cities we want to target. So in this case, we would want to create content for Rose Hill, Hayesville, for the Wichita area, for Eastboro, for Andover, for Goddard. You come up here, Bel Air, Valley Center up in the north. Those are the bedroom communities and suburbs of this particular area. So if we're wanting to target those areas, we need to create content for those areas. We need to create content on our website. We would do that using a blog post. We would want to create content on our Google business listing using both posts and also photographs. You have to remember that photographs get indexed. If you're taking photographs with your smartphone, those photographs are going to be geotagged. And so those are ways that we can begin to move into those areas. Obviously, the other thing we want to do is we want to use our paid advertising to penetrate these areas. So one of the things we like to do when we develop a pay-per-click campaign is we'll actually create ad groups for all of these suburbs and cities that we're targeting. We'll also generally look at what are the zip codes that are most profitable to you, and we want to target those zip codes. So in this case, we would want to target zip codes coming through this area with our paid advertising. We would want to target zip codes coming through these areas with our paid advertising. And so these are ways that we are able to overcome a location deficiency based on where we're located. I've dealt with a couple of companies that are multi-state, meaning they're in an area where states come together. A great example would be the Washington, D.C. area, where you have Washington, D.C. Metro, you have Virginia, and you have Maryland. And depending on where your office is located, where your Google business listing is, you may not be ranking well in some of those other areas. And so what we have to do is we have to create content that allows the search engine to understand what our area of coverage is, and we have to use paid ads to compensate for the deficiencies of the organic search, because the organic search is going to be more location-based, and so we're going to have to overcome that. Just a few thoughts for you today. If I can help you develop a strategy for your remodeling business, be sure and schedule your strategy call with me, and I look forward to talking with you soon.